We are now live with the URL series. Things should be very good today. This is the first time we've ever done this, and these look to be going pretty well. We're having drivers doing individual runs for qualifying, or not qualifying, for practice. But we'll bring you through the layout. Kind of start a little bit late here for getting these through. Kiki is a non-rally driver, so of course they're gonna have a few issues at first. Can't blame them. All right. Bunch of multitasking. That's a lot of drivers. Swedish is driving our car, ban. Should be taken very easily. I can't blame them. I kind of didn't organize that. Alright. Whom is going up next? So this is just, again, this is just practice. We're trying to get things clarified. Let's check, make sure there's nobody doing any runs. I don't hear any cars, but, you know. Oh, yeah. That is Kiki, or that is one of the other ladies out there. I don't have, or actually, that might be RTC, come to think about it. Not everyone in the server is being shown, I think. Could be, I don't know who this person is. Could be RTC, or it could be their sister, I think is what I was told. Seem to be running decently on that Sector 2. That was not actually a pretty solid Sector 2. And you, generally speaking, want to just carry your speedboard through there. Not a lot of braking needed. If you guys have noticed, there's also no corner cuts, because the corner cuts are quite literally the walls. In the sectors, of course. Alright, they're done. As the next person will make their way out. Already going through. So now making their way through the first sector. The Speedy R1. Speedy R1 was struggling a little bit yesterday with the Rots mods. May he have something to do today, though. Seems to be pretty passionate about these, and actually it seems to be running sorry. Quite solid. Spins out, though. It's a good thing this is just practice, though. Everyone's gonna have a lot of time to figure this out. You generally want to take this a little smoother. This chicane, you want to take that in a straighter line. Speed turn 1 now. Overcooking it into a hairpin onto the road course. And speed turn 1 now through onto the road course. He's going on by. Uh, 360, try 720. Speed turn 1 now going by. You can see on the road course turn 4, there's a bit of an obstacle there that makes things a little tricky. But so far I've not seen any big issues and get stuck on the sausage curb. Just a brief moment. And now we're in the most technical part of the track. There's the first impact to the wall. Second impact. Third. Fourth? I'm gonna start counting them. Fifth. Sixth. And seventh impact right there. Now, dirt oval is extremely slick. Okay, that's 8 and 9. That's 10. 10 by the time. Oh boy, this is a very, very tricky sector right here. And hit it 10 times before he's out. It's Magical Cat now out through sector 1. One of the URL commoners, as you can see, the actual scheme. Let's see what one of the regulars here does around with these cars. It's his first run. I believe this might be the first time we've actually gone onto this course. But let's see what the master can do at work. Just beautiful line. Okay, let me set these to green. Nice and easy through the inside. Does not want to take the berm. That's more of a dirt oval driver line. As Twin Triple V joins the game. And look at that purple sector 1. Sector 2 looks decent too. He might end up seeing a 115. I think that's probably what he might finish up. Making his way across the line, and he goes quick time with a 222 as Crake is now out. Crake making his way over into a cut into the chicane, smacks the wall. Now through the hairpin onto the road course he goes. Just makes his way up the hill. And carries a little more speed, I think, than Cat was running. At least through here. His first sector is slower, though. But it seems to have a more aggressive driving style overall. And that driving style has cost him a small little wall tap. Does really good, though, through here. Is he going to run the top? He does a diamond line. Very valid dirt oval line right there. I like to see that. It's currently purple on sector 2. Now it's all up to his road course technique. It's kind of like this rally combines all aspects of circuit racing and kind of forces his drivers to know all of them. So in a way, if you know these the best, I mean, I would put good money on Twin once he's running. Narwhal 5 up nets. Meanwhile, Cat makes his way, meanwhile, Craig goes quick time with a 219. Narwhal 5 now making his way out of the oval. Out of the big oval. He was running this one yesterday with the Rots mods. Had a decent race. I think he got a 4th place. Almost had a podium, but with some late race bad luck, couldn't do so well. Let's see if we can turn things around today. Just taking this as a practice lap, it seems. Oop. Nearly a spin for Gnarler 05. As Tenify is joined the game. I wonder if he has any plans to race these. And Gnarler 5 making his way into the dirt section in a few short moments. Goes up the ramp, down it. And it looks like he got stuck on something, probably the fence. Oof. Tough and backs for Gnarler 05. Thankfully, this is the first practice run of the night. Or of the day. Currently 14 minutes into this event. I think I actually do not regret whatsoever making this event start a lot earlier. I have 2 people watching there. I see it, guys. Well, to those people that are watching, I hope you guys have a good day. This is going to be probably more intense as it goes on. Weesh. Oh, 5 now making his way down the hill. How are things looking over at the start-finish line? There's a car going through. But for whatever reason, their run is being validated. They probably missed a sector or something. Not sure how, though. Who would that be? Yeah, no clue who that is. This driver is Cicero. Noveler 5 in this car. And this one, it is Tenify's and Twin. As they're just riding their way back, let me make sure I can figure out who this is. The car appears to be driving itself. Alright, well, there's only a couple cars left to run. Hippie K, making his way out of the oval. Taking it nice and easy. Seemingly, this is just a practice run for him. Alright. Won't be an issue. And it's gone. Alright, well anyways, watching APK makes his way into the technical sector. He is an oval racer. So he does have the abilities on the ovals. Oh! It's a bit of a spin. By far one of the hardest sectors to get through. But he gets through the oval part of things. Now through to the road course once again. And is there any times? More than likely there's going to be one person making their way down the ramps now. Unfortunately, I can't check to see who is who. And APK will be running in a short minute. Who is this person? Oh, Tobe is here. As S41. Is that any other names that are known by? Cicero. as there's a bit of confusion. There was a red arrow gesturing to this area. Thankfully, this is just a practice run, so drivers will be getting familiar with the course. There's only a couple cars left, I believe. We haven't seen Shibe, Twin, or Tenify's run yet. I wonder if Toby has any intentions to run. I believe this is Shibe. Shibe now making his way around the autocross section. A little bit of wall rubbing. I did say to the drivers to adjust their mouse steer. Seemingly he has not adjusted his mouse steer settings. And Shibe, seemingly now on keyboard, collects himself enough to understand how to run. And you guys might notice there's a bit of a transferring ramp there between the sections of the track. As Shibe now makes his way out of the oval, and soon to be on the road course. Shibe 21 through the chicane, and it's a good looking line. But of course, Sector 1 was a bit painful for him because of his master settings. Currently running with a keyboard. Seems to be handling it along pretty well. It's too tight into the corner, hits the barrier. Seemingly a bit unfamiliar with the course. I have high expectations for Twin Turbo V6 once it comes around. Next car is up, Twin Turbo V6. Shibe 21 gonna make his way up through the oval. Or was that Tenify's? That was Tenify's. Shibe 21 now into the dirt oval. And I'm just gonna try to get things through. It's a nice drift, overcooking it. And looking at Tenify's as he's gonna make his way around the end of the autocross section into the dirt, or into the ramp. It's a little hop. Twin Turbo V6. A lot of people probably having some pretty high expectations for Twin. Had some great race yesterday with the Rotsmods. This is his first time driving these vehicles. This is actually Tenify's here. Tenify's with a 42nd Sector 1. He's a decent driver in the GTI series. Doesn't really touch the Rotsmods, but he's a road course driver. So his advantage is going to come up soon. More than likely. And Shibe 21 makes his way into the last sector again. Seemingly on mouse steer once again. But you can't fix it once you've already set it. And Tenify's now making his way through the road course into the tight and technical section. And he's through. Shibe 21 now finished up with his run. There's a lot of cars today. Wow. Tenify's with a little bit of confusion at first. Now into the dirt oval. And it's overcooking into the exit. Seemingly a lot of people make the same mistake. It's very hard with how loose that dirt goes. Twin Turbo V6 now through into the dirt oval. As 10 to 5 is going to finish up in a few short moments. A lot of high expectations for Twin. It's a decent looking Sector 1 for a first timer. Oof. A little bit of a wall tap. Most drivers take it to the inside. He's thought about maybe seeing if he could get more speed, potentially running that outside line. It does make it a little harder at the entrance, though. Into the chicane. So he makes his way up the hill of the road course and into a very technical corner. The most technical section of the track now coming up. Let's see how he handles it. He does have a lot of speed at high speed, but how is his pace on very low speed technical sections? It looks like it's pretty good. It's pretty good looking for Twin Turbo V6. 10 to 5 is currently P3 as far as lap times go. As Twin Turbo V6 slowly rolling it out. And Twin Turbo V6 now making its way out of the hardest part of the track. Now it's high speed. Got one more hairpin to go. And then you just go flat out basically to the line. A little secret that nobody has realized yet is that there's no corner cuts. You just kind of have the walls to deal with. I wonder if anyone's going to figure this out soon. And Twin Turbo V6 moves 10 to 5 out of third with a 2-minute 27-second lap time. I think that's everyone on the board. There's one more person. Makes his way up the ramp. Now through. Oh, it's a flip. And this is... It's trying to figure out who that was. I think that was Craig. No, not Craig. Who is that? Sector 1, Smart Air. Smart Air hops out of his car. Oh, and it's the wrong way. And it's another wrong. Jeez. You would expect the guidance tape to be a little bit of a help, but he will learn the course and might do better. Ooh, it's still on the grass. You don't want to touch that grass. And turns it too early. Oh boy. This is like watching a fish out of water. Smart Air currently having a little bit of confusion. Smart Air does good. Now, it appears he's a little lost. Very lost. Okay, now he's through that part. So you're gonna... I wonder if he'll ignore the arrow up ahead. Ooh, it's overcooking it. Now, if you use your eyes, you would notice it go left. Okay, so he does the right thing. Oh! I don't think that's the most necessary handbrake ever. Toby is out. Toby now, a really good driver. Smart Air's lap is going to be good enough for a 10th quickest time. We're going to have 13 drivers today in this rally event. That's crazy. As Toby makes his way through, takes the outside, throwing him into the inside through the chicane. That's a good looking sector 1. Jesus. It's been 30 minutes since we started, I've just realized that. Well, fortunately enough, this will go by a lot faster once the elimination process starts. We'll go from 13 to 6, and then from 6 to 3. So, it will go a lot faster once the actual event is running. This is kind of just practice. It was an okay looking sector 1. It actually might be twin turbo V6. Might actually end up being better than Toby. And as Toby making his way through the last chicane. Practice 1 finishes itself. Alright, we're gonna get into a car. I believe I drove one of these. Yep. And there goes the second pillar. don't get why people jump out of their car after they finish, but you know, they do them. I do have a white card that I could give to Toby, so we can see if that works. First, people just hop out of the car. We're gonna be pulling the non-claimed cars out. These cars are claimed. How about these? Speedy's in this one. How about this one? Yeah, okay, there's drivers in all of them. So is Toby out for another run? That's what Toby's doing. I don't think I could see much improvement for this run. Also being a bit of a pesky son of a gun. Rally driver domination. Now, Toby making his way through the hairpins. I apologize for my lack of organization. Just kind of doing all this multitasking stuff. It's a lot of stuff to manage. And Toby gets through the wrong path for a brief second. Ooh, ooh. I think this is Austin Powers right now. Overcooking it. Oh boy. Aggressive movements might not be the best action. There's a lot of time lost from Toby on that run. I believe that's Toby. Be smarter, actually. Smarter. There's Toby making his way up the ramp in slow motion. In the white car. Oh, right, because Toby's in the white car. Toby's a really quick one. It's a good looking Sector 1 also. Seems like we scared off some of the more skill challenge drivers, I guess would be the term. It's purple sector 2 for Toby. Not as fast as Craig, but we might see some... Oh! Overcooks it. And slow and steady is how you take it, though. So I will be running on the first round. And I think that might be the last driver. We'll see if there's anyone at the line. And Toby will go P2. Just a bit faster than Twin. There's somebody making the way in the white car. Speedster 1 makes his way out. And it's Cobrell. Don't think I've seen Cobrell, but this will be enough for him. Speedster 1 out up the ramp. Wait, that's not my car. What? Apparently Speed Dancer 1 has met God. Turbo V6 is pulled off. Had a solid chance, but I guess he just doesn't really care. I think that's everyone that's supposed to run. Oh, we've still got at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think 8 or 9 cars. Alright. With the first run being me, well, let's see how it goes. Alright, so the next person is up. They're making their way around the autocross. Nor myself. Alright. Let's see what they can do. They're going to go around the last little part here. I wonder who is in that car. They're in the, I think that's the Citroen with the orange wheels. Up the ramp, down they go. And make their way through to the oval section. Just one little paper clip to go through here. As you go through 1 and 2 on the oval. Now 3 and 4, but in the other direction. Section is always a little technical, but it's not the most. He goes with a wide line. I wonder if this is shot. Oh! Let's see if we could time it. I'm not sure who that is. I think that might be Twin, actually. As he makes his way up the hill, and now into turn 4, or at least what is regularly turn 4. It's a hairpin. Now into the technical section. And it looks pretty good through it. How about the dirt oval? This is definitely one of the hardest parts of the track. It's just pure car control. And if you mess up, such as in that case, you could completely screw up your run. And it still might be a good enough run to stay in the top 6. Although that does definitely make the odds a little more technical. It's a flip into the hairpin. Oh. That's why you don't do that. I guess that was the next person on. This is gonna be a guy named Rock. Who's Rock? Oh, I think that was the person from earlier I was talking about. Well, let's see what they could do. Don't believe there's anyone else. They try to run a wider line, trying to carry more speed through the autocross section. Nice jump there. So make their way into the big oval. We're almost about an hour through this event. Wow. A lot of time. It's a good amount of time there. Alright. One second. We're gonna let this one run it through. That's a wall smack though. Alright. We're back. And it's looking good for them. Sector 2 could use a little work, but overall good, solid lap time. You just gotta connect the dots. Yeah, that was Cicero. Get the board up. And as their time finishes up, they're the second time on the board. Another driver is now out. Trying to figure out who that is. Cobra. Not a familiar face. We'll see how they run. Unless that's another name. Yeah, no, unfamiliar driver to me. But they're looking like they're pretty quick. That's great. Sector 1. Very tight corner. So they're now out of the oval. Seem to like to hold things tight. Sometimes might not work too well, though. Cobra making their way up the road course turns 2 and 3. We'll see those being ran later today in this Halloween themed event. As they're now into the technical sector. And now it's through the oval. Let's see if they can handle it well or not. Handle it very well. Extraordinary job by Cobra. That's it. That could be the difference between they could easily make their way up into the top 3 that way. With a time like that. Nope. Now they're done with their time. Magical Cat, a big time rally regular. Let's see what he could do. He's been around for a very long time. I'd say about as long as I have. So I'm intrigued to see what he could do today. It's always cool to see these things go up the ramp. Into the oval it goes. And also Cobra with a 224. Sector 1 looks okay for Magical. Just making sure that things are being set right. that's the case. Some test donuts. I was a little bit confused. Alright. Anyways, Magical making the way up the hill. Magical Sector 2 looks decent. He might be in the running for a sub 220 if he keeps it rolling. That's a very nice line through the chicane of the road course. Only a couple turns to go. As Crick is out. And Magico goes second quick with a 220. 0.864. Crick is a really fast driver. So I'd like to see what he has to show for us today. Up the ramp, just full sends it. Impressive. Very impressive. It's just full sends it. This is Craig. This is the literal Craig, man. Just... what else do I have to say? This guy's fast. This is what a proper driver looks like, folks. Just perfect lines everywhere. That was beautiful. Look at that Sector 1. I have the advantage of knowing and literally making this course, so I don't count. This guy is practically, completely new to this layout, despite this just full sending to every corner, just perfect lines. So, the guy to beat for today. Just look at that. So now he goes up into the hairpin, into the technical sector. Here we go. Right to the quarter stud. That is extremely accurate. That's a little bit of a wall tap that might cost a bit of time. He's going to go too hard. No, he's not. It's a really good run into the dirt oval. How about the dirt oval? This is the one that makes or breaks. He likes to run the inside, but he's going to go too hard. Does it just right? And it's a purple Sector 2. May Craig end up going quick time. Seems to be at the current moment as it goes. If he does it, he will be quick time. And honestly, I'm more than happy to root for that. Makes his way around the chicane, full sends it. The guy knows how his car drives. And he knows how to use his car. He goes across the final turn, and he goes quick time with a 2.12.017. That's the fastest time so far that I've seen get set by these scenes. And the next person up is S41. They had some issues earlier, or I believe their other name would be, let's pull it up, Cicero. So Cicero, as you guys saw earlier, flipped their car and just freaking went into oblivion as they make their way up and down the ramp. We have 6 drivers now that are going to be same times once they get through. And then after this, there's more drivers to go. I think there might be Shibe. Shibe is the next person to go. So I think out of this round, one person is going to be eliminated. And it could be them. It could be Rock. I'll refer to them as Rock. But if Shibe doesn't, do what he does, he might end up being the eliminated driver. He's an SLC driver. And yeah. Anyways, that's decent looking for S41. I don't think it is actually quicker than the last time they ran, I believe. as they make their way into the tight technical sector. Pretty good lines. Do they overcook it? No, they don't. Things look to be done just about right. Sector 2 is looking quick for S41. Now, again, it's a maker or breaker. And barely makes it. It's a little tricky on that. That's it. Everyone's gonna struggle on that one. That was designed for tank chassis outlaw cars, not per se a chassis rally cars. So, just the fact that we're getting them into that in the first place is impressive, in my mind. Oh, Smart Air hasn't gone yet either, so it's gonna be between Smart Air and Shive. As they go through, it is Smart Air, right? No, it's Shive. Shive now up as S41 with a 226, just a little bit faster than Rock. Shive 21 running some interesting lines through the tires. There is not any corner cuts. It's just merely the walls and the will to crash. Ooh, this could be a little technical for Shive, and he goes through with a flip. It makes things a little more tricky for the dog. He's going to have to push for the rest of this run if he wants a chance to make it to the next round. Shive 21 now through the oval. Currently a 10-second deficient from him in the fastest time. So that's going to be a very tough one to make up for. Oof, it's another hit into the wall. He's going to have to beat that 227 if he wants to make it. That's another hard impact for Shive 21. Looks like things might not be going Shive's way. He's seemingly stressed. Those are usually signs of stress. He's trying to push more than he can control. He's taking a lot more risk now. Shive 21. Now into the technical sector. This is where all that stress might not be so helpful, because there's a lot of things ahead, and hitting just one of those takes a lot of time away. But he's trying to full send it through. That's a lot of stuff to make up for. At this point, currently 20 seconds. I don't think he might have what it takes to get through this. And that might have determined it there for Shive 21. Hit the wall. Now he goes out onto the road course once again. Another smack into the wall. Shive 21 now last chicane to get through, and I don't believe this will be good enough to get past the cut line. Shive 21 with a 248. He is not quick enough, unfortunately, for him. Next person up is Smart Air. Smart Air moving their way up to Losks. As he gets the green flag waved, I think that might have been a bit of a weird deal. He's trying to cut the corner. See if any advantage can be gained. Is he going to cut it tight? Cuts it loose. And that might not be the way to go. Does a full-on 360 to get through the loop. That could be the thing that costs him a spot. It's really looking a little crazy for Rock here. Rock is going to have to depend on their bad luck if they want to make it through. It's a good looking line though. Not wouldn't say for sector 1, but good looking line as they hit the wall. Oof. It's looking now towards the side of rock. Those little crashes cost a lot of time. So now they're going to have to push as hard as they can if they want any sliver of luck. Yeah, it's still doable, but it is a lot more stacked against them. Oosh! It's a big, it's a big hit into the tire barrier for them. They kind of hit the corner at a bit of an interesting looking angle there. I believe we could save the confidence though. For rock, they might have just made their way into the top sits. So they're now going through the dirt oval. It's really far behind on that sector 2. Now they smack it to the wall. Out of the dirt oval. Reverse. And they are now out. Now they make their way down the hill completely onto the longest straight of the course. Completely throw it into the corner. That's a lot of speed loss doing that. Yeah, you really don't want to be doing those moves. Cutting as much as you can. Just trying to get whatever pace is possible. But it's not going to help with those lines as he will pull off a 249. Alright, both of them are now done. And I believe that calls it for this. This ain't JDM. Well, there was Shive. Unfortunately for Shive, he's out, so I guess that would mean everyone else pulls it in. So the top six have transferred. We did see. Oh! Wait, please tell me this was. It's part there. Toby's not here, so we're going to remove his car. This is a claimed up car. Okay, so. Right. Thank you. Alright. Fuck. The board needs to be reset. Accidentally. Alright. Well, now we got that done. Who was that? Oh. I think it was... That was Craig's dad that was up next. Okay. Craig trying some more aggressive lines. Craig is the guy that I think is going to be a challenge to me today. Flicks it. That's a complete Scandinavian flick from Craig, although it runs to those tires. Those tires are cut off a good half-tenth or so every time you hit them. And it's a... Oh my god, what a send by Craig. Woo! It's impressive to watch, Craig. I am not gonna lie. And he's purple on his sector 1. I hope I'm good enough for the top 3, but we'll have to see. Seems to be running a similar line technique to me, but just more full send. That's a little wall tap there. Oh my god, this guy's just impressive to watch. I'm not gonna lie with you guys. Yeah, it's a lot more car control than I could ever imagine having. He's now making his way through. Beautiful line. Now he's up into the really tight technical sector. That was fast. It's faster than me by 2 seconds. He might be able to go into the 210 range. It's a little bit of a wall smack. Again, this is the deal breaker for most cars. He likes to run the inside more than I do. And it's a good looking line. Great looking line. Good exit. He's got so much more car control than me. Oh man. Crick now down the hill into the chicane. It's a full send, fast as he can go. It's a cut. I had to do the cuts, so it's a bit of a rip for that. As it goes through, is it quick time? Yes, it is. It's a 2:11.293. What a driver this guy is. Oh my god. Next guy's up. It's Magical Cat, his teammate. Is he going to try to send it? He does send it. His car is now going. He's now through the autocross section. If I want to beat Craig, I'm going to need to do some crazy techniques out here. I might have to do some cuts. He's towards the inside a bit more. Maybe it's actually faster to go the outside there. It's just so much riskier. He's purple on a sector 1. Magical Cat now through a hairpin. If he keeps up the pace he's going, he's definitely going to make it to the round of 3. We might see 2 G Eagles going up against each other. It's a little slower on the hairpin than his teammate was, I believe. He's making his way up the hill of the road course. Just absolutely great driving by the guy. He's trying to use up as much course as possible. It's a little more full send, a little less accurate than Craig, but it seems to be like he's trying to drive harder. Sector 2 is 2 seconds slower, about the same as me. And this line through the oval's looking pretty good. See, as the fewer drivers you get, the better they tend to be. I've noticed you could take that area flat out if you get the right line. I might try that next round. It's Magical Cat now through the chicane and out of it. And through the final turn of the road course, and he is done. He goes by me with a 2:14. Next guy out is in an orange car. It's Cobra. Cobra now out, and he's into the first turn of the course. I actually don't even know how many corners this entire stage has. It's a pretty good amount, but it's that's a rally for you. It does combine all the efforts of track loans, pretty much, and all the skill. Kind of could come together. Although if you are a good rally driver, you're just going to be good in general. This is pretty looking, pretty solid looking. Sector 1's the 30 sets. Oof. That's a wall smack. That could easily be the mistake that costs him the transfer. Only the top 3 are transferring to the next round. Currently, he's got to beat me with a 2:16 if he wants a chance to transfer. I will give him, despite the mistake, he's still on a pretty solid looking run overall. Alright, let's see what Sector 2's times are down the hill. It's a 1:02. It's going to be a bit of a frustrating time for him. Goes into reverse. He's looking more like he might be ending up in the 4th place. Ooh. Goes up on 2 wheels on the hairpin. Out of the hairpin onto the rest of the road course. Will he be able to transfer or not? It's only a couple more corners for him. Runs a 226. Does not beat me. Alright, up next is Rock. Rock is up next. Rock now out and make their way up towards the ramp, seemingly going a lot slower. You could take that entirely flat out if you knew what you're doing. There is, again, no corner cuts. So if you want to run that fast time, you got to get by there. As they make their way into the first sector. I believe actually is... As they make their way into the first sector, it's a 36. As they run the inside of the oval. Lines do definitely matter. Especially at such a wide scale. Most rallies tend to have tighter corners. But there is a mixture of wide and not so wide here. And it's a smack to the wall. Another smack. This could easily be it for them. They might be able to come up in 4th though. Okay, now it's the dirt oval. It's all going to depend on here. And it's looking decent. I'm going to have to step my game up if I want to make it into the top 2 for the duel. Or it could be two G Eagles. Yeah, it's not looking too good for Rock. Rock now making their way through the final set of turns. They are now done. They make their way into P5. There's one more car to run. That is S41. S41 had some good looking pace. He might be able to oust me if he could do things correctly. He's trying everything he can in that Hyundai. He is the last Hyundai standing. Out of all 6 cars, he is the last one standing. Of course, these are new cars for the series. And there could be some slight issues as they go. They did actually have that massive incident earlier on. Good looking lines overall as they run a 35. Which I believe I might have gotten a 34 during my run. I couldn't really tell. So they're making the way through. The chicane hits the wall. Hitting the wall could be a bit of a costly mistake. I'm currently trying to see if I'm running to this next round or not. Cuts into the grass up the hill. And that's a good looking line, actually. I'm not going to lie. Making the way just narrowly avoiding the hay bale. But they carried a lot more speed than I think anyone else was. Sector 2 is now about to finish. It's not going to be the best because of that wall hit, I think. but still it's a 58. So overall, not bad. It might be within reach to beat me. Really depends on how they do the dirt oval. Will they get through it nice and clean? Have to throw into reverse, but they did do it pretty well. I took it a lot slower. I was going nice and steady. They were not. So, oh, flip number 2 for them. They just sent it in way too hard, and I think that might be how their day goes. Yikes. Now, just need to go through the chicane. And I don't think they have what it takes to make the top 3. Now, looking at the board, they are setting at 224. All right. Well, now it's just the top 3. As you can see, this didn't take that long. It's not going to take long for this one either. All right. Money, money, money. All right. I'm ready. And we're going. Damn. Alright. Well, that was frustrating, but that's okay. Let's see if I get beaten. More than like... You know? I guess karma kind of caught up with me there, so... Craig now up. Will he try to beat me? He's going to try to use my technique of lines. At this point, it's just push as much as you can. There's nothing to hold back. But it is not the best to hit those tires. Ooh. A little overcooking into the turn, but that was still overall very great by Craig. I have a fear I'm going to be beaten today, sadly. At least for the second place. Was not as quick as me, though. But again, it won't matter. I already screwed up my last sector. Quite royally. Oh! Oh, the Craig flips! Okay. That makes us a lot more even. As Craig now making his way through the S's. You know, this is now suddenly a lot closer between the two of us. And he overcooks it. He's got to adjust. I thought he was going to have to put into reverse. There's a lot of stress now on his, on him. And understandably so. I thought it was game over for me, but I guess I have a chance now. That's a... This could be very, very interesting. This is a very interesting way to set up for the duel. Even the podium fight is already great. As he makes his way into the tight technical sector, he's slower than me. We'll have to see what Magical Cat will have to show up for. Another good classic driver. How is this sector looking? Well, I just flipped it off the Jersey barriers, and that was it for him. This all depends on this last sector. He's looking really good, though. But that's ultimately very frustrating. It's a good-looking last sector, I won't lie. It was faster than me. And it was just a second off, man. The poor man did everything he could. It's now between Magical to beat him or not. Green flag now out for Magical Cat. It is up to him to determine whether he could beat me or not. He might be able to get past his teammate if he does his run correctly. Hops it through. Now around the paddocks. You know, it's between him to make a bad run and let his teammate make it by, or it's his glory to get the lead during the duel. Which one is he looking up for? He's looking purple on his Sector 1. He's looking for glory today. As Magical Cat now makes its way through the chicanes. And hits the wall hard. But it's not much compared to what I and Craig have done. Craig is probably thinking it's over. Unless something happens with Magical Cat. He'd have to do the same thing I did, which was a very unusual circumstance. Although these things just turn so quickly, it just seems to be a thing that just happens. Just naturally. Great line into the last sector. And it's slower than me by a good little bit on Sector 2. Of course, Sector 3, I made my mistake. He's drifting it inside. Is he going to be the one to beat me? Or is it going to be that he screws this one up? All depends on how he does it. He takes it nice and easy. He doesn't need to push a lot. more than likely now en route to getting the pole in the duel. Cuts the corner in. As Magical Cat running for the fastest run. Will he be the fastest run of the night? He goes with a 2:14, takes a pole in the duel. And unfortunately for Craig, he is out. Absolutely complete pain for Craig right here. I'm going to take a drink of my NOS. It is the real life version of Craig. Because I am definitely going to need it. Nope, a little overcooked there. Alright. Alright, well, this is one race. You have one lap, one opportunity. Alright. Alright. Oh, shoot. Oof. Clarify, I'm not rage quitting. I'm not rage quitting. I just lost the internet connection. But I've lost this one anyways. I hope my stream is still going. Well, with my disconnection, still has to cross the line, you know? I mean, in his defense, I kind of disconnected, so there wasn't even a chance. Okay, Magical Cat now makes its way around, and he is your victor. Well, you know, good race. He was still gonna win, honestly, so I'm a little salty about the disconnection that, you know, had to be unfair like that, but I wasn't gonna win it. And I'm glad it wasn't me the one anyways, because, you know, this is kind of my event, so, uh, alright. Well, while both of them are, I'd hate to say the explicitly obvious, but alright. Well, that should end the stream. You guys know how this one went. Thanks to URL for letting us have this fun event. You know, even though I kind of suffered at the end, that was not you guys at all. That was kind of my own computer or internet just being as in general. Still overall good event. Um, Hope to see you guys next time. Once we do one of these things again. And for the rest of you guys, I hope you guys have a great day. We'll be back in a little bit. Ooh, my audio was off. It is on now. Sorry, URC. Alright, well, to everyone else, have a good day. We're gonna set up the GTI race that is happening in 2 hours.